One morning, Rheneas was late at the station and kept Henry and his train waiting.
"Oh, Rheneas, where are you?"
huffed Henry. A few minutes later, Rheneas arrived.
"Sorry I'm late,"
panted Rheneas.
"My fare had trouble starting."
Spencer was in the other track and overheard.
"Rattle my rods! Your fire wouldn't light? Time for you to retire," he said sternly.
Rheneas was upset.
"I'm sorry,"
he said.
"Come on, Spencer. It isn't his fault his fire wouldn't light," said Henry. "Listen, Rheneas. You're a little old engine, and Henry and me are big engines. And Henry's train is gonna be late, and he will be blamed, all because you're too old and useless to do a decent job anymore," shouted Spencer.
Poor Rheneas was very hurt, and Henry left with his train. And Rheneas left after him. Later that day, Runaway saw him at the top station.
"What's wrong, Rheneas? You look awful sad." "My fire wouldn't start this morning, and I was late at the station, and that made Henry late, and now Henry's going to get in trouble, and it's all my fault."
"Och, I'm sure the Fat Controller will understand," replied Runaway.
"I don't know. Could Spencer be right? Is it time for me to retire?"
"Of course it's not time for you to retire. That Spencer is too big for his wheels," shouted Runaway. "You're my best friend, and one of the most useful engines on this railway."
"Thank you, Runaway," said Rheneas.
Then Rheneas left with his train. Spencer was at Knapford Station.
"Poor Henry, being kept late today by that worthless little engine."
"What worthless little engine?" shouted Thomas.
"That little Rheneas engine, making Henry late. He would never dare make me late," said Spencer.
"Rheneas is not worthless," shouted Duck.
"Rheneas is too old to be any use now, so that makes him worthless."
Thomas and Duck were cross.
"He doesn't care about Henry."
Rheneas was waiting at a signal. Just then, Mavis passed by with a line of trucks. Rheneas and his driver waited and waited, but the signal wouldn't go up.
"Oh, hurry up, signal," huffed Rheneas' driver.
Then, suddenly...
"Oh, my driver, did you see that?" "I wasn't looking. Was it a train?" "No, it was a runaway. The trucks that Mavis was pulling must have broke free on the hill." "Oh dear," gasped Rheneas' driver. "Those trucks could cause an accident. We must inform the signalman at once." "There's a telephone beside the line. I will phone the signalman right away." "Better being safe than sorry. Maybe Mavis' driver hasn't realized." "Exactly."
So Rheneas' driver quickly went and phoned the signalman. Soon the signalman found out.
"Right, we must all make a plan," he said.
Soon Spencer was called to one of the signal boxes. The signalman spoke to Spencer's driver.
"There's a runaway. We've had to halt all the engines, and the sardines are full. Spencer is a very fast engine, and we need his help. What do we do?"
asked Spencer's driver.
We're gonna have to try and stop it. I've got a plan, but we have never done this before.
So the signalman whispered it to Spencer's driver. Then they told Spencer.
Huh, easy,
He said proudly.
The trucks will be passing any minute. As soon as they pass, start chasing after them. Lucky for Rheneas. Rheneas? What has Rheneas got to do with this?
Asked Spencer.
It was Rheneas who noticed the runaway and got his driver to phone the signalman. Oh, really?
Then the trucks raced past.
Right, here we go!
The trucks were going very fast, but Spencer raced on. He tried to keep up with them. Then they reached Gordon's Hill. The trucks went up, and then Spencer's driver started to slow him down. The trucks got slower and then stopped and started to roll back down. And then Spencer stopped, and the truck slowly hit his bumpers. "Let us go!" shouted the truck.
No!
Shouted Spencer. "Well done, Spencer," said his driver.
Oh, there was nothing to it,
said Spencer grandly.
The guard must have been knocked off the brake van when the truck spoke free,
said his driver. Later that day, the Fat Controller spoke to Rheneas and Spencer.
Rheneas, well done. You kept a good lookout and stopped a nasty accident. By the time Mavis's driver would have contacted the signalman, it would have been too late. And Spencer, you and your driver's plan with the signalman worked, and you stopped the runaway trucks without anyone getting hurt. You're both really useful engines.
Rheneas and Spencer were proud.
Rheneas? Well, what I said to you earlier, I apologize. It looks like old engines can be, useful after all.